So, I've never really paid too much attention to this so-called migrant crisis, and all the different issues that are said to um, come about because of illegal migration into the United States, right? Um, this story here, though, is kind of eye-opening a little bit, and I thought I should share it um, because like I said, it kind of gets my brain turning a little bit. So this lady, this business owner, is upset because supposedly she could not secure a loan to save her business, but this migrant was able to secure a special loan because of their migration status. Um, was able to secure a special loan to buy her business. So she couldn't get the money together to keep her business running as a United States citizen, a black United States citizen at that. But a migrant was able to secure the funds to be able to just outright buy it. Very, very interesting concept. Um, I don't know why my camera is shaking. Let me move this. There we go. I think that fixed it. Um, yeah, very, very, very interesting turn of events, and this definitely has me thinking, and it's gonna have me read up more about this crisis, so-called crisis. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, it's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Is this country being too lenient with offering taxpayer-funded help and assistance to migrants, or is it necessary help? Some people are upset about this. There are many companies in America who offer special loans to those who may not be citizens or they're migrants. There are also monetary assistance programs that are offered to non-U.S. citizens or migrants who may not be in this country legally. In one video, an American business owner in tears said she was not able to get a loan to start her business, but a migrant was able to secure a special loan to buy her business.
But I need my president to tell me why I worked so hard all these years, all these decades. Couldn't get a business loan, but I bust my ass to get the money to create my business.
Now, California lawmakers also recently passed a bill that could make undocumented immigrants eligible for home loans. And of course, we know about car loans. Joining us to talk about it, conservative talk show host Angela Box. And this wasn't intended to be a one-sided conversation. The person who was speaking on behalf of, look at you, you're happy. So damn happy this person didn't show up. But one of our guests didn't show up.
Yes.
And so we're going on because so many people are talking about this and that viral video. So when you see migrants, and you'll say illegal immigrants, get these loans and special loans that private companies offer, and of course there's a government-funded Medicare, Medicaid, all of those programs. What are your thoughts on this, Angela?
Well, I'm old enough to remember. I can't seem to put my finger on who told us that this exact thing was going to be happening. Oh, I know who it was. It was Donald Trump. He said it in 2015. And now, thanks to Greg Abbott, and, I'm not a massive fan of Greg Abbott, but on this, man, this political stunt he pulled, shipping all those illegals to blue cities and blue states, was chef's kiss genius. Because now every single blue city and blue state gets to feel what we in Texas and we in border communities have felt. And what the Democrats are doing. See, here's the big picture here. Democrats have zero ideas, none. Kamala Harris will not sit down for an unscripted interview. She will not take questions. Their ideas are bankrupt. They have literally nothing. She's the border czar. Her and Joe Biden have let in 15 million illegal aliens, and now the Republicans put forward the SAVE Act, which is
By the way, let me pause right there. I didn't watch this video all the way through. I don't typically watch the videos all the way through because I like I like the conversation to be a little more natural. Uh, this is definitely a one-sided commentary at this point. I'm gonna hear it out because I still think it's interesting and still want to hear people's points of view. But this is, you know, I just I typically when I do share videos, I do like to share some that are a little less one-sided. But based on what she's saying, she's all the way to one side. So do not do not take this video as my personal stance, the business personal stance. I shared before, I would never share my political views. I share just a little bit of my personal opinions on certain things, but I don't share my political views just for the sake of this being more about the brand Black Primacy and not about my own personal political views. So, with that being said, let's continue on. Let's drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this migrant crisis and this information shared so far.
Is a bill that was passed by Republicans. Not one single Democrat voted for it. Would make it a proof of citizenship to vote and a photo ID to vote. Now, Democrats always like to say that Black and brown people are too stupid or helpless to get a photo ID to vote. But here's the big secret, and they let the cat out of the bag, and they're starting to be more honest about it because their IDs are so terrible. They have to import voters because illegal aliens coming over the border are going to be getting on government assistance. And that is going to be paid for by taxpayers. But guess what? They're going to become future Democrats because this is globalism. This is communism. Kamala Harris is a Marxist. Tim Walz is a Marxist. Joe Biden doesn't know where the hell he is.
For those, Angela, who said that President Trump and his administration had an opportunity to pass a bipartisan bill about immigration reform, and they decided not to because they wanted it to be an issue to continue to run on.
So I'm glad you asked me about that bill. The bill that you're referring to was a Senate bill propositioned by James Lankford of Oklahoma. He wanted to get in. He wanted to get his head patted by the leadership of the GOP, the feckless, worthless uniparty GOP. And what that bill was.
Whose side are you on?
I'm not on the uniparty side. I'm going to tell you. I'm on the American people's side. That's the side of my.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
The bill would have allowed 5,000 illegal aliens in per day before anything was done, and it would have given amnesty to every single illegal alien here, including the 15 million that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have imported. Now, not only that, this administration that cares to care about children, they don't care about the woman on the side of the road with a baby. They don't care about the 325,000 migrant children that are unaccompanied minors they have lost. 325,000 that are now.
But there was also a significant number of migrant children lost under the Trump administration.
Not anywhere near that amount.
Yes, it was.
No, not
and
anywhere.
There were,
no,
and I'm devil's advocate here. I ain't got nobody else. But there are individuals who say the Trump administration, well, we know, we were there. There were just as many problems at the border with the Trump administration, and then the bipartisan bill to address immigration was passed on.
Okay, so again, I'm old enough to remember when Donald Trump said we need to build a wall, and Democrats and the Uniparty said, oh, $15 billion is too expensive. Now we've got, billions and billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine and billions of dollars to illegal aliens, but we can't build a wall. It's crap. And that is why Donald Trump is getting a lot of Black support, and people are going to be shocked at this election coming up.
All right, Angela Vox, remember.
Well, that didn't go where I hoped it would go. I hoped that they would dive more into the lady way back here that was upset about, basically losing her business to a migrant. Not sure if it was an illegal migrant or a, legal migrant that may not necessarily be a citizen yet. But she lost her business to them, or had to sell her business to them because they were able to secure funding and she never could. She had to build up her money build up her business with her own money. And That's really the part that I wanted to hone in on. Everything else that they were talking about, just, I mean, she brought up the wall, and all, and my opinion on the wall was that, at least the way that I understood it, was that they were just trying to keep everybody out. You know, it didn't. I didn't really understand the whole wall thing, and to me, the wall is completely different than what's going on now. Like, the wall wouldn't stop bussing in immigrants and sending them over to different states. Like, a wall wouldn't do that. So I feel like those are two separate things that she was trying to say were one, but that's neither here nor there. Again, I I never really paid too much attention. I can honestly say I never really cared too much about the fight to keep, immigrants out. This country is really built on immigrants, and whether that be by will or by force, right? This country was built on the backs of those from around the world. Um, and so it it's to me it's a little tough, because this right here is an example of some of the issues that I think are out there with uh, our immigration policies. You know, it's I think it's really really weird and really strange that citizens are unable to get any type of funding for housing and or their entrepreneurship endeavors, but you can have somebody come over from another country, not even be a full citizen, may not be a citizen at all, and be able to get all of these, down payment assistance. I've read something about a plan to be able to give, migrants like up to 100, or yeah, up to 100,000 or $150,000 for down payment assistance. But you got people living every single day who are citizens working their butts off, and they get your standard, five or $10,000 down payment assistance if they're lucky, right? Just a very, very, very interesting set of policies that we have that seem not to take care of our citizens, especially our black citizens, first, before we take care of other country citizens. And this is less about, a humanitarian thing, and more about the fact that if you were to go into another country, any other country, right, for the most part, and try and live there, buy a house there, start a business there, it is going to be much more difficult for you as a United States citizen trying to go to another country and do that than it is for those who are born and raised in those countries. So my thing is, why is it different here? you know? But again, I'm just now, this is kind of eye opening for me. It's the first time I've seen this. This is why it's very, for anybody out there, and I'm gonna kind of pivot a little bit. Um, for anybody out there who is thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or something like this, where you get on and you share things, and maybe you don't get as many views as you want or whatever. This is why it's important that you just, no matter what, I try not to pay too much attention to the views. I try and look at the comments and reply to them as what I can, but um this is why it's important to just like get on and share your story, share stories, share whatever it is that you want to do, because you never know what you like learn. I've learned a lot since I've started doing this YouTube channel. It's since I restarted doing it, right? Like dropping videos every day, dropping content every day. I've learned a whole lot, And this is one thing right here. Like, you guys get to see it in real time and live, where my brain is actually shifting. Like, I'm like looking at something that's been discussed for a long time now, and that's discussed every day, and I'm actually looking at it with a different set of eyes now, just simply because of a video that I was looking at potentially sharing to my YouTube channel. So it just makes you, it's making me more of a, an aware person. It's helping me in all sorts of areas in my life, business, communication. It's just by continuing to share and continuing to grind on this YouTube. It's I just say, if you're out there and this is what you're trying to do, just do it. You never know what you're gonna learn. You never know what's gonna come out of it. And just do it until you truly don't want to do it anymore, right? And then pivot and do something else, right? But yeah. Anyway, back to the main topic. Y'all, let me know what y'all think. All right, what are your thoughts on the migrant crisis, so-called migrant crisis? Right? What are your thoughts? Let me know. All right. This is Ricky Rich for Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.